What's up YouTube, this is DWS Darius, and today I'm bringing you guys a video on a common aquarium topic, and that is the topic of how to obtain crystal clear water in your fish tank. Okay YouTube, so if you're watching this video, most likely you enjoy keeping fish, you enjoy keeping fish tanks, and I'm pretty sure all of us would enjoy if our tanks were crystal clear, where we can clearly see the beauty of our fish, where we can just see everything that there is to see in a fish tank. And I've been keeping fish for 4 years, and now I finally came up with a technique just to keep my waters crystal clear, and it's an easy 3-step technique. Now I use the same technique with all of my freshwater tanks, with my marine tank, and even with my backyard pond, and it has been successful in every single setup. Okay YouTube, so I want to try to make this video short, simple, and straight to the point. So your first step into keeping crystal clear tank water is just checking out your filtration. So no matter what type of filter you have, whether it's a hang in the back filter or a sponge filter or whatever type of filter, it comes with 2 main types of filtration. Your chemical filtration, which is done by your carbon, your ChemiPure, and things like that. And then you have your mechanical filtration, which is done by your sponges and your filter floss and the stuff like that. Now when it comes to keeping crystal clear water, I think the most important is your mechanical filtration. So what I do is whenever I get a new filter, I keep what's already in it, the chemical and the mechanical filtration. However, I add more mechanical filtration. Usually when you buy a new filter, there is enough room to add a few inches of something else of your choice, and usually my choice when I want crystal clear water is this stuff. Now I bought this at a fabric store, and it's kind of like the stuff that you put inside your pillow. If you look closely, it's very fine, very thick, and this just does a great, awesome job of catching all debris that floats in the water. I use this in all my tanks. I even used it in my pond, and it does an awesome job of catching everything. So this is a great material. And the best part about it, this is kind of like filter floss. However, if you go to the local fish store and buy filter floss, it will cost about $30 for a roll. This roll was 6 feet long by about 4 feet wide, and it cost me $4 only. So definitely a great deal. So yeah, when it comes to keeping crystal clear water, one of the first things you want to make sure is that you got good mechanical filtration, and it's easy to find. I find this at any fabric store. If you live next to any Michael's or arts and crafts store like that, you can find this stuff all over, and it's very cheap and does a great job at cleaning your water. So step 1, get some good mechanical filtration. Okay YouTube, so the next step into getting crystal clear tank water is just having a decent amount of flow. Now if you have good mechanical filtration, it would only make your chances better of having a complete crystal clear tank if you have the proper amounts of flow. When you have good flow, it gives all the water in your tank a chance to go through that filter intake and to get caught up in all your good mechanical filtration, thus creating clearer water. So different ways to add flow to your tank is just by adding maybe some circulation pumps. You can add some power heads, you can add wave makers, just anything that's going to push that water. Now what I did was just over filtered, and that's pretty easy. I have a 55-gallon tank. My filter runs up to 90 gallons. My filter is suited for a 90-gallon tank, and if you look above, it has a nice push going across the tank, and it just creates a decent amount of flow. And as you can see, my water is crystal clear because all of the water gets a chance to go through the filter intake, thus getting filtered by the filter media. So the next step into keeping crystal clear water is just having decent flow so that all of that water can be filtered. Okay YouTube, so the last step into keeping crystal clear tank water is just performing those water changes. Now while a filter does a good job of catching all debris, it really doesn't freshen the water, and so that's left up to you to take your siphons and just to perform those water changes. I like to do a 25% water change in this tank every week, along with all of my other tanks. All of my other tanks get about 25% every week. Maybe once a month I'll do like a 50 or more, but it's good to just keep that water fresh, to do those nice water changes. And YouTube, that's all I do to keep my tanks crystal clear. Very simple, very easy, and what else can I say? I'll let the tank speak for itself.